Ladies, let me tell you something. When a man truly loves you, you ain't got to guess. You ain't got to overthink it. You going to see it because love ain't a mystery. It's an action. A lot of women out here wasting time trying to decode mixed signals, analyzing every little thing a man says or doesn't say, would you? But let me tell you something. When a man is truly in love with you, it's obvious. You won't have to wonder if he cares because he will make sure you know. Love isn't supposed to leave you feeling confused, anxious, or doubtful. Love is supposed to give you peace, security, and confidence in where you stand with that person. So if you find yourself constantly questioning his feelings, that's already a sign that something ain't right. A man who truly loves you prioritizes you. Now, let's talk about that because this is where a lot of women get misled. See, a man will always make time for what's important to him. I don't care how busy he is, what kind of job he has, or how packed his schedule looks. If he loves you, he's going to carve out time for you. Period. Some women let men get away with the excuse, I've just been busy. Listen, we all get busy. But when you love somebody, you make them part of your life no matter what. If a man can find time to go out with his boys, play video games, scroll on social media, or do whatever else he enjoys, he can find time to send you a text, give you a call, or spend time with you. A man in love doesn't just fit you into his schedule when it's convenient. He makes room for you because he wants to. He doesn't just hit you up when he's bored, lonely, or looking for company. No, he checks in on you, he makes plans with you, and he keeps his promises. When something matters to him, he protects it, nurtures it, and makes sure it's taken care of. So if you're sitting around waiting on a man to find time for you, that means he ain't prioritizing you. And if he ain't prioritizing you, then he doesn't truly love you. A man who loves you will protect you. And I don't just mean physically, though that's important too. He will protect your heart, your feelings, and your peace of mind. He won't play games with your emotions, won't string you along, and won't make you feel insecure about where you stand with him. When a man loves you, you feel safe with him. Not just safe from physical harm, but safe in your emotions, safe in your relationship, safe in knowing that he's got your back. Some women are out here in relationships where they're constantly on edge, constantly worried if he's cheating, constantly questioning his loyalty. That ain't love. Love shouldn't have you up late at night trying to figure out why he's not responding to your texts. Love shouldn't have you doubting your worth because he doesn't show you affection. A real man who loves you will make sure you never feel that way. He won't be reckless with your heart. He will reassure you, not because you're insecure, but because he genuinely cares about your peace of mind. When a man loves you, he listens to you. And not just in a way where he hears the words coming out of your mouth, he actually pays attention. He remembers the little things you say. He knows your likes, your dislikes, your dreams, and your fears. When you talk, he's not just waiting for his turn to speak. He actually takes in what you're saying and applies it. Some of y'all are in relationships where you've been saying the same thing over and over, and he still ain't listening. You tell him what you need, and he acts like he forgot. That ain't love. A man who truly cares about you will remember the things that matter to you. He'll remember how you take your coffee, the way you like to be comforted when you're sad, the little details about your life that make you feel seen and understood. And most importantly, he'll make adjustments based on what you say because he values your happiness. A man in love includes you in his future. He doesn't just live in the moment with you. He makes long-term plans and makes sure you're part of them. If a man is always saying I instead of a we, that's a red flag. A man who sees a future with you will talk about it. He'll mention his goals and dreams, and you'll be in those plans. He'll ask about your future too, because he wants to know how you fit together. If he's always dodging conversations about commitment or gets nervous when you talk about the future, that means he's not thinking long-term with you. That's something you need to take seriously. A man who loves you isn't afraid to plan a life with you. He's not scared of commitment. He welcomes it because he sees you as someone he wants to build with. A real man makes sacrifices for the woman he loves. Love isn't just about the good times. It's about being willing to make changes, adjustments, and even give up certain things for the sake of the relationship. That doesn't mean he has to lose himself or give up his dreams, but it does mean he puts in effort to make sure the relationship works. If a man is only willing to be with you when it's easy and convenient for him, that's not love. Love means showing up even when it's hard. It means making choices that consider your feelings. It means being willing to grow, learn, and sometimes compromise for the sake of the relationship. Some of y'all are dealing with men who won't change even the smallest things for you. They won't communicate better, won't put in effort, won't step up when you need them. But when a man truly loves you, he'll do what it takes to make things work. He'll learn how to love you in the way you need. He'll be willing to let go of bad habits that hurt the relationship. He'll choose you over his pride, his ego, and his selfishness. Love isn't just words. Anybody can say, I love you, but not everybody can back it up with action. A man who truly loves you will show you, not just tell you. You won't have to beg for his time, his affection, or his effort. He will give it willingly because that's what love does. So if you don't see these 5 signs in your relationship, it's time to ask yourself, does this man really love me or do I just want him to? Because the truth is, love is clear, love is consistent, and love don't leave you questioning. If a man loves you, you'll know. And if he doesn't, you'll be confused. Don't settle for confusion. Don't settle for mixed signals. Don't settle for a love that doesn't make you feel valued, protected, and prioritized. The right man, the man who truly loves you, will make sure you never have to question his feeling. Because when a man truly loves you, you can see it in everything he does. If a man truly loves you, you ain't got to guess. You ain't got to overthink it. You're going to see it. Love ain't a mystery. It's an action. It's something that a man shows you every single day, not just something he says when he feels like it. Too many women sit around wondering, does he really love me? If you have to ask yourself that question over and over, there's a good chance the answer ain't what you want it to be. Because when a man loves you, it's obvious. Love makes itself known. Love is loud. Love is clear. A man who loves you will protect you, and not just physically. That's important too, but protection goes deeper than that. A man in love protects you in ways you don't even realize at first. He protects your heart. He protects your emotions. He protects your peace of mind. When you're with him, you feel safe, you feel secure. You don't walk around questioning whether he's being faithful, whether he really cares, whether you matter to him. Because he makes sure you know. A man in love is not careless with your feelings. He doesn't do things that make you feel insecure or second-guess yourself. He doesn't make you wonder where you stand with him. He doesn't put you in situations that make you feel less than. You don't find yourself constantly explaining to people why he acts the way he does. You don't have to make excuses for his behavior because his actions speak for themselves. Protection means making sure you don't have to experience unnecessary pain. If a man truly loves you, he won't be reckless with your heart. He won't play games with your emotions just because he can. He won't test your patience just to see how much you'll put up with. Some of y'all are dealing with men who know exactly how much you love them, and instead of protecting that love, they use it against you. They take advantage of your kindness. They push your limits just to see if you'll stay. But they're in love. A man who loves you doesn't want to see you hurt. And if he does hurt you, even unintentionally, he does everything in his power to fix it. A man in love protects your reputation. He doesn't talk down on you to his friends. He doesn't embarrass you in public. He doesn't make you feel small or unimportant. When he's around other people, he speaks highly of you. He defends you when people try to bring you down. He makes sure that nobody, not even his own family, disrespects you. If a man truly loves you, he will not allow anyone to talk about you like you're nothing. He will stand up for you the way a real man should. Protection also means emotional safety. When a man loves you, he makes sure you feel like you can trust him. You don't feel like you have to keep your guard up all the time. You don't feel like you have to hide parts of yourself because you're afraid of how he'll react. A man who loves you makes you feel safe enough to be vulnerable. You can tell him your fears, your dreams, your insecurities, and you know he won't use them against you. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not just to keep him interested. You don't have to walk on eggshells to avoid setting him off. If you feel like you're constantly afraid of how he'll react, if you feel like you can't express yourself without it turning into a fight, If you feel like you have to downplay your needs just to keep the peace, then that man is not protecting you. Love should not feel like you're in survival mode. If you are always questioning whether you can be yourself around him, if you are always worried that being honest will push him away, then you are not in a relationship where love is truly present. A real man protects your mental peace. He doesn't bring unnecessary stress into your life. He doesn't give you a reason to doubt him. He doesn't play mind games with you. Some men keep women in a state of confusion on purpose because they know that as long as she's confused, she'll keep trying to prove herself to him. But love is not a puzzle you have to solve. When a man loves you, you don't have to guess. A man in love protects your relationship. He doesn't let outside influences mess up what you two have. He doesn't entertain other women behind your back. He doesn't let his friends, his family, or his past interfere with what he's building with you. Some men allow too many people to have an opinion about their relationship. They let their friends influence how they treat you. They let their past dictate how they show up in the present. But a man in love doesn't let anything outside of your relationship create problems between you two. He makes it clear to everyone in his life that you are his woman and he respects you. You are not a secret. You are not someone he hides or treats like an afterthought. He is proud to be with you, and he makes sure the world knows that. Some of y'all are dealing with men who refuse to claim you publicly, who act different when they're around certain people, who don't want to set boundaries with other women. That is not love. A man in love does not put himself in a position to lose the woman he cares about. Protection also means accountability. A man who loves you is willing to take responsibility for his actions. If he messes up, he doesn't make excuses. He doesn't blame you for his mistakes. He doesn't act like you're the problem when he's the one who did wrong. A lot of women are stuck in relationships where they are constantly apologizing for things that aren't even their fault. They are carrying the weight of a man's shortcomings, feeling like if they just did something differently, he would treat them better. But a man in love doesn't let you carry that burden alone. He owns up to his mistakes. He works on himself. He doesn't expect you to fix everything for him. A man in love protects the love you give him. He doesn't take it for granted. He doesn't treat it like it's disposable. Some of y'all are giving your heart to men who don't even appreciate it. You are pouring everything into someone who isn't even giving you half of what you deserve. But when a man truly loves you, he values your love. He cherishes it. He doesn't treat you like an option. He doesn't make you feel like you have to compete for his attention. When a man loves you, he protects your time. He doesn't waste it. He doesn't string you along for years with no intention of committing. He doesn't make you feel like you're waiting for him to decide if he wants to be with you. Some of y'all have been waiting on a man to get it together for way too long. You keep hoping he'll change. You keep thinking if you just stick around, he'll finally step up. But a man who loves you doesn't make you wait forever. He doesn't keep you in limbo. He makes his intentions clear. A man who loves you protects your happiness. He wants to see you smile. He wants to see you win. He wants to see you feel good about yourself. He doesn't bring you down. He doesn't make you feel like you're too much or not enough. He celebrates you. He encourages you. He pushes you to be the best version of yourself because he sees your worth. Love is not just a feeling. It's a choice. It's an action. A man who truly loves you doesn't just say it. He shows it. He protects you in every way possible. He makes sure you feel safe, secure, and loved. And if you don't feel that in your relationship, then maybe it's time to ask yourself if you're really with a man who loves you or if you're just with a man who enjoys having you around. Because there is a difference. Love protects, love secures, love reassures. And if you're not feeling that, then maybe you need to start protecting your own heart and walking away from anything that doesn't give you the love you deserve. If a man truly loves you, you ain't got to guess. You won't have to sit around wondering how he feels about you because he will show you every single day. Love is not something that leaves you confused. It's not something that makes you anxious or doubtful. Real love is consistent. And one of the biggest signs that a man truly loves you is that he listens to you. Not just hearing the words coming out of your mouth, but actually paying attention, taking them in, and remembering them. A man who loves you values what you have to say. He doesn't dismiss your thoughts, your opinions, or your feelings. When you speak, he listens, not because he has to, but because he wants to. He's engaged in the conversation, asking questions, responding, and making you feel heard. You don't feel like you're talking to a wall. You don't feel like your words are going in one ear and out the other. You know he's present because his actions reflect that he actually understands you. A man in love remembers the things that matter to you. He remembers the little details you share, the things you like, the things that make you happy, and even the things that upset you. He's not just storing information for the sake of it. He's remembering because he wants to. It's important to him because you are important to him. He knows your favorite food, your favorite color, the way you take your coffee, the kind of music that lifts your mood, the things that make you feel special. He doesn't have to ask the same questions over and over because he's paying attention the first time. When you tell him about your day, he listens. He doesn't brush you off or pretend to be interested. He genuinely cares about what's going on in your life. If you had a tough day, he knows because he was paying attention when you mentioned it. And if you're excited about something, he shares in your excitement because he knows it's important to you. You don't feel like you're talking just to fill the silence. You feel like you're sharing something with someone who truly cares. A man who loves you listens to your needs. He doesn't just assume he knows what's best for you. He takes the time to understand what you need from him in the relationship. If you tell him you need more quality time, he makes an effort to give you that. If you express that something he's doing is hurting you, he doesn't ignore it. He listens, acknowledges it, and makes changes because he values your feelings. Love is not about being perfect. It's about effort. A man who loves you puts in that effort because he wants to make you happy. Listening also means understanding your boundaries. A man who truly cares about you respects your limits. If you tell him something makes you uncomfortable, he doesn't push you into it. He doesn't try to convince you to change your mind or make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. He listens, respects, and honors them because he values your comfort and well-being. When you argue, a man who loves you doesn't just listen to respond, he listens to understand. He doesn't cut you off, dismiss your feelings, or make you feel like what you're saying doesn't matter. He tries to see things from your perspective. He doesn't just focus on winning the argument. He focuses on finding a solution. He wants to work things out, not just prove a point. A man who listens also makes adjustments. It's one thing to hear you, but it's another thing to actually change based on what you've said. If you've told him something bothers you and he continues to do it without caring how it affects you, that's not love. Love is about growth. It's about learning and evolving together. A man who loves you will take what you say and apply it. He will make an effort to do better because he wants to see you happy. Listening also shows up in the way he supports you. If you tell him about your goals and dreams, he doesn't just nod and move on. He encourages you. He checks in with you. He reminds you that he believes in you. He helps you stay on track. You don't feel like you're chasing your dreams alone. You feel like you have someone by your side who genuinely wants to see you succeed. He doesn't downplay your ambitions or make you feel like what you want isn't important. He listens, he supports, and he pushes you to be the best version of yourself. A man who loves you listens, even when it's inconvenient. He doesn't just pay attention when it's easy or when it benefits him. He listens when you need to vent, when you need reassurance, when you need comfort. He doesn't make you feel like you're a burden for expressing yourself. He doesn't act annoyed when you share your thoughts. He is there, fully present, fully engaged, fully invested in what you have to say. Listening is also about consistency. It's not just about being attentive when he's trying to impress you in the beginning. It's about continuing to pay attention throughout the relationship. A man who loves you doesn't stop listening just because he's already won you over. Oh, he keeps listening because he understands that love is an ongoing effort. He wants to know you on a deeper level every day. He wants to keep learning about you, keep understanding you, keep growing with you. A man who listens shows love through his actions. He doesn't just say he's listening, he proves it. If he says he understands what's important to you, his behavior reflects that. If he knows you need reassurance, he gives it. If he knows you like certain things, he remembers them and incorporates them into his actions. He makes you feel heard. seen, and valued in every way possible. A man who loves you doesn't make you feel like you have to beg for his attention. You don't have to repeat yourself 100 times just to be acknowledged. You don't have to fight to be heard. He listens because he cares. He listens because he values you. He listens because love is about more than just being present. It's about being fully engaged, fully aware, and fully committed to making sure you feel loved in every possible way.